Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 24 of Task Force Unlikely, Dead Man's Cross. So, last time, the party entered the Shadowfell. Mira, are you frozen, by the way?
Oh yeah, like as soon as you started the stream, it just completely died.
Okay.
Run!
At first I thought it was a bit, and then I was like, there we go. Okay.
We are entering the Shadowfell.
Yes. So, you entered the Shadowfell. There was a creepy, spooky mirror, which reflected the grim, darkest versions of yourself. And you entered the Shadowfell. You had to go to the Oblivion Bog, to Dead Man's Cross, to the Fortress of Memories, to a sad swamp where a horse will drown. And as you were journeying, you found a trio of huts that had captured some Vistani and were going to cook and eat them from They were hags. You freed the Vistani, you put them on a makeshift fan boat. And
with a very generous interpretation of the rules for spiritual weapons.
You got them to their wagon. They started searching the wagon. The hags appeared, and you killed 2 out of 3 of the hags, effectively destroying their coven. Although one of them did escape. Another tried to escape by going to the ethereal plane, except Kaw was on the ethereal plane.
It's really funny.
And Navira did 76 points of damage to one of them.
In one attack. Did we take that teleport to the ethereal plane crystal, by the way?
You can certainly take it now.
Do we want to take that? I know hag shit is like, you use it, and then your fucking head explodes 3 years from now, or what? Like, do we want to chance it?
Worry about that later. Check on the parents, check on the parents, check on the parents, check on the parents.
Yeah.
I'm gonna had that phrase buzzing in my head for the last 2 weeks, check on the parents.
I'm a bad hero guy. I'm gonna get the parents out of that cart.
Okay.
I'm supposed to be lawful good, guys. I'm thinking of loot all the time.
So, Kaw and Tarbek slosh their way over to the wagon, and in it you can see a very shaken pair of Vistani parents, but they seem mostly uninjured. They're tending to each other, comforting each other. They seem okay.
All right, then. You gotta grab your things, get on the boat, and let's get the fuck out of here.
They'll nod and quickly start to gather the things they'd come in here for, and get back on to the fan boat.
I can't believe you let me do this, Andy.
You gotta get around somehow.
Help them gather stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Also find whatever supplies they have for warding creepy things off.
Okay. You can find they have a. You can tell they at one point had a much larger collection of holy water vials, and they are down to 2. They have a couple various religious symbols. There's like a sun, a raven, what looks like a gauntleted fist, and then some you're just like, what the hell world is this from? It's just some weird squiggle, and you're like, what?
All right, Lathander, Torm,
Glip-Glop, the Forgotten One.
I'm gonna tie one of the hag's heads to the front of the boat.
Okay. As like a real creepy masthead.
Yes.
I mean, I don't want any of the Shadowfell creatures fucking with. Put up a real warning.
It's not a bad warning.
Navira rides at the front of the stern with her foot on the hag head.
So here's the thought. The hags are dead. Do we want to check their huts, or...
We could burn them down.
We could do that.
It's alerting literally everything in the bog
Yeah,
to
let's
our
not light the bog on
Right,
fire.
Pete Bog. Sorry.
Don't light things on fire. We established this last time.
That was even me saying that. You see, you started with the loot, and now it's contagious.
Mm-hmm. You know what? I think we should just take the crystal and get out of here. I don't think there's going to be anything that interesting in their hut. But if you guys have a different opinion, you know,
You guys got 2 hag heads. I don't know what else she really needs.
that's true. You got the best loot of all.
Spoils of war.
Yeah, Kaw definitely had this moment of just like, we handled that? We handled that.
We actually handled it quite well. Sure, we can go back and check the huts.
Yeah, let's just get on the boat and get out of here.
All right, then. Tarbek will take the ethereal crystal, though. That seems like something that'd be good for... Or creating some type of insanely ridiculous weapon.
Okay. So, you pick up the crystal, and it's a lustrous black gem. You don't think you can use it to become ethereal. That you think you have to be a hag to do. However, you know that if you cast Identify on it, you would learn that the Heartstone can also be used to cure diseases.
That seems incredibly useful. I'm gonna try and find a place to put that in my inventory.
Okay.
All right, no, that seems great. But yeah, let's get going. With the hag's head on the front.
The other thing won't work, / no one would ever want that in this party, and the one got away with that. Okay. No one wants a soul bag, right?
No.
No?
Hard
Weird.
pass.
Hard pass.
Does it do what I think it does?
It holds souls. In like
Yeah,
a
no.
bag, I'd say.
Like when you open it up, does it just like, oh, my eyes have met.
Okay, so back on to the fan boat as you guys Miami Vice your way through this swamp, except with a haghead. You are all going along. And can I get... Oh, let's think. This is another passive perception thing, so Kaw will notice.
Perception.
So Kaw will notice the up ahead, unlike the rest of the landscape around you, which continues to be lifeless trees, murky, gross, fetid water and mud, you can see up ahead, in the swamp, there appear to be large stone ruins. You'd say they're kind of all over the place. It's hard to tell what they once were, but they're like 10-foot thin columns, or about 10-foot slabs sticking out of the the muck at various angles, odd and kind of contorted.
I'm gonna turn on my paladin radar.
Okay.
Just meow,
As you do,
meow.
can you read to me the paladin radar again, please?
Yeah. Just gotta find it real quick.
Sure.
I like to imagine she has the hag's head on a little stick, and the hag head, the nose kind of just bing, bing, bing.
Okay. So for divine sense, sense the presence of a celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet. Know the type, but not the identity. Within the same radius, an area that has been consecrated or desecrated.
Okay. So you notice two things.
Oh.
The area up ahead, centering around these ruins, is desecrated, and you sense it's the same. You're getting the same feeling you got from the shadow crossing in the Obsidian Citadel. So you think this is another shadow crossing.
Okay. Cool.
And in this case, it would take you back to the prime material plane. The other thing you are noticing is those ruins are undead. There are 4 of them. They're very big.
Oh, remember those pillar creatures we encountered?
So what I'm hearing is keep going on our merry boat and minding our own business.
That was Tarbek turning up the speed on the boat and taking a swig.
Okay.
Whatever.
It's like looking at the ruins. My reply is no.
Navira standing there with both her hag heads just radiating as much fuck off energy as she possibly can. Nope, don't like that. Nope. Fuck off.
Again, hag head on the front of the fan boat through a bubbling swamp. Very metal. Just constantly metal. This party. Uh-oh.
Oh, and I think we're searching books.
That's okay. Everything's fine.
We're surrounded by 4 large undead in a desecrated area. We are not fine.
Okay.
Turn up the fan boat.
As you turn up the fan boat and shoot muck variously, the broken structures rise out of the bog, and they appear to be some kind of stone giant undead.
Nope. Don't like that. Nope.
That bothers me on 3 or 4 different levels. Family's got a bad history with giants.
And they're also made of stone.
But undead.
Not a great history with undead either.
So they look like that, but are falling apart. Big chunks of them are missing, and Navira has informed you that they are undead. Oops. Shit. Okay.
If they get any closer, I'm gonna turn the turn on.
Yeah, we got 4. We got 3 people in here with turn undead ability.
Yeah.
One of fireballs.
What do we say about setting the peabog on fire?
You want to
I
run?
can set these explosions off high enough that they don't hit the bog and still hit the giants. They're giant.
You want to wand a fireball?
Depends. How close are they getting?
They have stood and started to come after you, and it looks like they're reaching for rocks to throw at you.
Okay, that's different.
Yeah, that changes things.
Okay.
Excuse me while I go to fireball real.
Sure.
Navira is like at that stage where you've had a bad day, everything is just like weighing down on you, and like if one fucker looks at you the wrong way, suddenly his intestines are on the floor. It's that kind of
Sure.
day.
It's the Shadowfell.
So how many can I fireball at once?
There are 4 of them. What's the radius on fireball?
20 feet.
Okay,
So any 2 that are 40 feet apart.
yeah, so let's say you can get all of them with a fireball.
Perfect.
Look, if we're far enough away, we could blow up the peat bog. But do we really want to do that?
And I'm sure they have wonderful deck saves.
Well, they're undead, so...
And they're stone
And
giants.
Regular stone giants are actually not as slow as you might think they would be.
Yeah,
but they're undead.
yeah, they're actually quite... they're just big.
So, one of them will succeed with a natural 20, but the other 3 will fail.
Ooh.
Give me a minute to math.
Sure. And then
What level are you casting this at?
everybody else roll initiative.
At the level that it is a wand, and I can only cast it at the base.
I think you can.
I didn't know that.
It is it's a wand. I think you can only. I'll double check the DNG.
We're starting the stream off real good. The roll of 2, which makes my initiative a holly jolly 1.
Okay, on to fireballs. Okay. For 1 charge you cast it at 3rd level, you can increase the spell slot level by 1 for each additional charge you expend. But if you drain the wand to 0, there is a 1 in 20 chance it will crumble in your hands.
How many charges does it have?
6 now.
Now, let's get back, like...
$24 fire damage.
Okay.
And a 19 on my initiative, so that's going to be a dirty 20.
Yeah, that's a 9 on my initiative in total.
Okay. I can math. Let's roll our initiative. Okay, so 19 from Kaw. A 9 from Tarbek.
Mm-hmm.
9 from Tarbek. And a 1 from Navira. Okay, Kaw, so you get to go again.
Neat.
Is this a 1 good fireball deserves another situation, or? Oh no, it's...
Maybe.
I just don't want to blow up the bog again.
So what I want to do
Mm-hmm.
is take the Wand of Web, which has the same radius as the fireball, and see if I can web all the giants to each other.
Okay. Do they get a dex save to start?
So it doesn't say there is a dex save, it says there is a strength save to break free. It also says the webs are flammable, so that's fun.
The webs are flammable. They can take fire damage from the webs being on fire. Let's see. Oh my god. Sorry. Early 5e books drive me crazy when the name of the spell is on one page
and all of the effects are on the
the
other.
entire spell description is on the other page.
That seems a little absurd.
The web fills.
No, entering on its turn,
Okay.
it must make a dex saving throw.
Each character that starts its turn in the webs or that enters them during its turn. Right, okay, so it's a dex, and then to break free is a strength. So. And then they're restrained if they don't break free. So they will all fail. Okay. And on their turn. Anything else on your turn, Kaw?
Yeah, I think that's good for now. I have blown you up and stuck you together.
Okay. Two of them will try and break free. Luckily, they are very strong.
Is that really lucky?
One will break free, the other will not. Okay.
How fast are we moving? How fast are they moving?
Well, they haven't moved, and if you guys keep moving, you're moving at, I think, 30 feet around.
I don't know if there's a way Tarbek can speed that up, but if so...
If he uses his action to dash, then yes. But it has to be his action, not his move.
That makes a lot of sense. I don't entirely know if we actually made rules for this fan boat. That seems reasonable.
Okay, they're both restrained. And it is Tarbek's turn.
Tarbek is gonna dash.
Okay. So you all are 90 feet from them now.
Oh god, what's the range on the rocks?
Well, they gotta break free first. So it's the other two are gonna try and break free. One will break free. Free. So two of the stone giants are free. Two are restrained. And it is Navira's turn. You are 90 feet from them, Navira.
There's not a whole lot I can do right now. Yeah. So I don't know, hold out one of the hag heads and bare my teeth.
Make an intimidation check.
Oh, cool.
Oh, they're intelligent undead.
Well, we'll see.
You know, Navira has a surprisingly high charisma score for an ability that she does not get to use very often.
I mean, she's a paladin.
It's a 10.
Okay.
Alright, this dice fucking sucks. 5.
Kaw.
Yeah, it's blown back up.
Okay.
What's the range on that wand?
150 feet.
Yeah, Fireball has
Okay.
a crazy far range.
It's a broken ass spell.
It is. Okay. 1 success, 3 failures.
Just having the mental image of, like, kiting them around in this fan boat while we chuck fireballs at them.
31 points of fire damage.
Okay.
Do they look at all bloodied?
2 of them are. The other 2 are not.
Is it the 2 that are stuck to the web that is now on fire?
Well, yes. Yes.
Question.
On fire.
The web, is it like a fuse type thing, or?
What do you mean?
Nothing. I don't
Oh.
mean anything.
Sorry, I was thinking of the wrong definition of fuse. I was thinking like fused together because it's web.
I shouldn't have said anything.
Oh, you guys are 90 feet away. So, undead stone giants. To the one that is trapped will free itself, but it takes some fire damage. Okay. And the one that is free will throw a boulder at you all. But you're far enough away that it has a disadvantage.
What's the AC on my raft?
I believe Animate Objects gives it an armor class.
Ah, right.
Okay, so 2 hits. Let's see what Animate Objects.
Oh, but Animate Objects, Animate Objects is worn off. I'm using Spiritual Weapon right now. Whatever, we'll just use the Animated Objects armor class.
I'm gonna use the Animate Objects armor class.
I batted away with my sword.
Look.
Good.
Okay.
I mean, at this rate, there's really not a whole lot else you can do.
Okay, so the boulder comes crashing in to the fan boat, and
Fuck.
You all. Oh, actually, hold on. It has hit points. Let's see.
Is it large or huge, this object?
Large. Okay, that's not destroyed.
That's reassuring.
Yeah.
It's Tarbek tough, you bastards!
It's bloodied, but it's not destroyed.
Guys, is our boat bleeding?
I don't even...
It's the Shadowfell, so yes.
Sorry.
Oh, God.
There was no sap on that tree when I cut it down. Ugh.
Tarbek, it's your turn.
Dash.
Okay. So you guys are now...
Actually, how much would mending heal it by?
Let's say 1d8. Let's say it's a cure wounds.
Not enough. Dash.
Okay. So you guys are 150 feet away. Stone Giant will free itself. They both take fire damage.
How fast are them stone giants moving?
They have a speed of 40 feet. So they will... The one will get closer and throw a rock at you guys again. And this one will hit and destroy the boat.
Ah, scheisse. Well.
So you all scatter, and can I get deck saves from everyone, please?
Oh, great.
Jeez.
0.
11.
I rolled a natural 1. and it was reduced to a 0. I know that Navira has that thing, but I don't think it'll make a difference. I think Tarbek is going to sink in the bog.
Wait, I have what thing?
You have your aura.
Oh, yeah. Hey, ooh, I should add my aura.
In that case,
14.
14, and what was yours, Kaw?
21.
21. Okay, so Kaw lands on her feet. Tarbek lands prone in the swamp. The two Vistani who are traveling with you, holding their kid, roll kind of away from the battle, but they both seem like they're upright. They rolled shockingly high on their deck saves. And Navira, you got a 14?
Yeah.
Hold on a second. You also you are prone in the swamp.
Oh, cool.
Guys,
I'm
my
hate
mouth
this.
closed.
I'm assuming I lost the spiritual weapon thing I was doing.
Yes. Well, yeah.
Yeah, I figured.
Let's see. So that's
Apparently it wasn't Tarbek tough enough.
Navira. Well, it's made of wood.
Okay. Do I have to use my action to stand up?
You have to use your movement, half your movement to stand up. But not your action.
Alright, well, I get up. And, like, I'm not within range at any of my spells. I am out of second level spell slots, so I can't use Crown of Madness. So, who's hurt? Anyone?
I don't think anybody's hurt yet.
Alright, I am. I go ahead and bring myself up to full.
Okay.
Because, ow.
Uh,
So that's 15 lay on hands to bring me back up to 83. And then I fucking look as scary as I possibly can. Oh, and I also retrieve the other hag head.
okay. Can't
So I
lose
retrieve
that.
the other hag head and I just like hold them both up
Okay.
to the stone giant. Big old fuck you.
Can't wait for you to bludgeon a stone giant to death with a hag head.
That's an improvised weapon, but I'll allow it. So that was Navira. Kaw, it's your turn again. So all of the stone giants are free from their restraint, and they are all kind of staggered at this point. They're not going to let you
Are
do
they
that again.
all still within fireballing distance?
They range-wise, yes, but you can only get 2 of them at a time. Now you can't get all 4 of them.
Can I get both the bloodied ones at the same time?
Yes.
I'll keep that in mind. I cast Blink.
Okay. Blunked. Or maybe. We'll see.
I'd like
It
to think
automatically
that
goes
would...
off on the cast.
Okay.
It's the 50-50 every subsequent round.
What was that, Navira?
I like to think that anytime Kaw blinks, it just makes the sound that Janet makes whenever she disappears from the good place.
Oh, sure.
Just a little bloop.
Okay, that's Kaw. Stone Giants. Going to move closer again. So they're back to being at distance. And they're going to... Well... Tarbek Tough. 18 does not hit Tarbek's armor class.
I like to imagine it crashes into him and just shatters on his armor.
Very anime.
That just bounced off.
Yeah. And...
Well, it's like a giant boulder, isn't it?
It is.
Yes, and it bounced off.
And the same for Navira. And that was
Just smack it away with one of my hag heads.
a total of 11. So, Tarbek.
Wow.
All right. Which is how far is the closest giant?
The closest giant away from you guys is now 50 feet.
All right. I'm going to guiding bolt that giant.
Okay.
I think I make a ranged attack against it. That is 11 plus. Oh, right. I am a level 9 cleric, so that's a +9, a dirty 20.
Is a hit.
And that's 46.
Okay, yep.
Not bad, not bad, not bad. That is... math, 16 damage.
Okay.
And I'm casting that at first level. And the next attack against it has advantage. Navira, do you know anyone who likes to attack stone giants?
I mean, other than me and you.
Yeah. No, this is not going to be fun.
Okay. 2 more move up. Throw rocks. What's this damn disadvantage? Nope. Okay. The boulders miss again.
Oh, I imagine this battlefield starting to get a little bit.
It's getting rocky.
Where are they pulling these boulders up from?
Well, they're pulling parts of themselves off.
Gross.
Yep.
Oh, so it's like flesh boulders.
Well, but they're like stony flesh boulders.
That is a phrase I did not expect to hear this morning. Thank you. Daniel.
Navira, it's your turn.
They're like giant tumors. Ugh.
Okay, wow. Alright, we're just gonna stop with that train of thought. How close are these giants to me now?
The closest one is 50 feet away from you.
Alright, I'm gonna close that distance to about 30 feet.
Okay.
And I'm gonna control undead that motherfucker.
Okay.
All right, she can do that.
Remind me again how this broke-ass shit works.
50 has to make a wisdom saving throw, has to beat a 15.
I believe it means Navira owns this undead giant now.
Has to beat a 15.
Yeah.
It will roll a 15.
Oh, piss and chips.
I was hoping that we could like preserve it and then it could just carry us out of here.
Alright, well there goes my channel divinity, but you know what? I have a spell that does the same thing, so... Oh, I can't use it right now because I'm out of spell slots.
You do have a
This
third.
is not Navira's.
You do have a 3rd level spell slot if you want to use that.
I mean, I guess.
But
Yeah, whatever, but I'll do that next round.
Okay.
It'll finger him real hard.
Wow, I'm already having a bad day. Okay. Kaw, I got fireballed. I'm dead.
You're having a bad day.
I don't want to talk about how I died. It's really embarrassing. Kaw.
Welcome to the Shadowfell. You are now having a bad day.
How do undead feel about necrotic damage? Someone remind me.
Mixed.
Yeah, in 5e, they typically don't care. Like in a good way. Like it typically does not. They're not immune or resistant to it a lot of the time.
They're already rotting, so this is like making them rot more.
Yeah, they're usually resistant to like poison damage because they can't breathe.
They have asthma.
Oh, my condition. And certain like liches and vampires are often immune or resistant to necrotic damage, but you're pretty sure these are just like ghasts or some whites or something.
Garden variety jerks.
Yeah.
Pop back into reality. Point at the one close to Navira. Make the sound of a bell, and I would like it to make a wisdom save.
Okay. It will fail its wisdom save.
Oh, it fails that time.
Well, I rolled like crap, so it takes 7 points of necrotic damage.
Okay. Okay.
And Kaw blinks.
Okay. Navira, the one closest to you, will get close to you and will batter you with its arms. So, let's see. 22 to hit?
Yeah.
For 19 bludgeoning damage. And 23 to hit for another 19 bludgeoning damage.
Jesus, okay. Calm down. What's 83 minus 38? I can't do that math right now.
What's that?
Google
50 something?
45.
I was close.
Oh, fuck me.
You just keep that calculator open.
Okay. The other, well, Kaw's blinked. So the other stone giant will throw another rock at Tarbek. And Tarbek tough. That's a miss. Okay. And it is
Actually,
Tarbek's
hold that
turn.
thought.
Oh, sure.
I love. Huh? Sorry, is Jay just
He's going to get
off of
something.
the dramatic light from the corner?
See if we can get the microphone to pick it up.
There we go.
Like a pebble on a... Like that. Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah.
I was kind of expecting you to do the shaking thing where it makes the weird wobbling noise, but
No, you got hit by a rock. No one cast thunder.
that's true. I would like to cast another guiding bolt, and technically a guiding bolt is an attack roll, so it has advantage.
Mm-hmm.
You can chain guiding bolts. I just realized this. That
I mean,
oh
the next guiding bolt has double advantage.
no, it just says regular advantage.
It's just very bright.
Yeah, so that's a 25 to hit.
Is a hit. Miss. Terrible.
That's another 15 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
And I'd like to cast a second level healing word on Navira.
Okay.
Thank you.
That's right.
So that'll be 9 points of healing for Navira. Sorry, I couldn't do more for you.
That's okay. I'm not dead yet.
Okay. 2 more stone giants.
And I'm also gonna move my full distance towards them to maybe take some of the pressure off Navira.
Okay. The 2 other stone giants are going to keep their distance. So, boulder.
Getting real tired of those boulders.
Well, one of them will miss Navira.
Oh my god.
And Tarbek, 23.
That hits.
Okay.
Just slips by.
For 28, it does, I believe, just slip by. For 28 bludgeoning damage.
Good God.
These guys.
Find a gap in your armor. It's a boulder.
Created a gap in your armor.
Created a gap. It didn't so much create a gap as it just crushed Tarbek.
Oh,
He crumbles like a soda can.
you missed. Crash. Oh.
I didn't miss.
Like he's watching Navira as the boulder goes by, and he's like, "Ha! Missed!" And then it's someone smacks him in the face.
My unarmored face. Just took it all in the face.
Tarbek spits out a tooth. No, I like to imagine it's like a bullet hell where the projectiles are actually bigger than your hitbox.
Oh, sure. Oh, come on. I clearly missed.
Being a forged cleric is fun, but some things do hit you.
Okay. So that's that Navira. There is
28.
an undead stone giant in your face.
Glowing with a little bit of radiant energy, though, you think your next attack might have advantage.
God, I can't tell if I want to wail on this motherfucker or if I want his friend to wail on this motherfucker. I got an idea. So, I'm going to cast Crown of Madness, 3rd level.
Okay.
Not on the one that's glowing, but on the one that's next to him, his partner.
Okay.
So that if it works, his partner has advantage on attacking him.
It's a good.
He will roll a 14.
That doesn't make it! Alright, so now he has a crown of thorns on his head, and he's eyeing up his buddy.
Okay.
As if he just peed in his soup.
Does he get to make an attack on your turn, or do you have to wait till your next turn to make an attack?
It says the charm target must use its action moving on each of its turns to make a melee attack against a creature other than self that you mentally choose. The target can act normally on its turn if you choose no creature within a its reach. So it's on its turn.
Okay.
Is when it takes effect.
Kaw.
Gonna fireball the boulder throwers again.
Okay. I rolled the best you can and the worst you can, so 1 success and 1 fail.
He took all of his energies from the other one.
I was well away, you idiot.
He fucking holds up his friend to block it. Not cool.
$27 points of fire damage. I rolled mostly 3s.
Perfectly average. Okay, let's see. And
Please tell me one of them dies. They have eaten 3 fireballs now.
This is level 9. Nothing dies easy.
They are not yet dead. Close, but not yet dead. Okay.
And I am unfortunately not Blunk.
Okay.
Round's about to hurt.
Stone Giant on his friend. He will get...
Oh, shit!
But he has advantage. Roll again.
Well, oh, still pretty good. But... Okay, so that does... a bunch of damage.
But how much damage?
Uh,
Yes.
Just, yeah. So 38 bludgeoning damage.
Jesus.
And the other stone giant who was hit will kind of pull itself back up. Just not cool. And on Navira. 2 misses. 2 whiffs. That was a 1 and a 16.
Oh, and he does make a wisdom saving throw to see if he breaks.
Nope.
Cool.
So that's that. Tarbek.
All right. How? You know what? I'm gonna go and break this. The damaged one's kneecaps. The one that Navira does not have the crown on.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk right up to him and I'm gonna attack.
Okay.
For a dwarf, you suddenly are reminding me of a goblin.
Well, I rolled a. I have +1 on this. It's 24 to hit.
Is it hits?
Yes, and wait, no, there's not really a point in stunning him. Anyways, so that's 3d8 because fire damage is cool. It's a 1, 8, 5, so that's 14 points of damage. And I don't know if that kills him. But okay, then I would like to use my. Can I use my hammer's ability to stun him?
Sure.
Okay.
He gets a save, right? Did I say that? He should get a save. It should be like stunning strike from a. Is it whiz or con though?
It is a.
I think it's a whiz save.
It just says DC 15 saving throw.
That should be whiz. I will double check that and confirm with you, but that's correct. That's a fail. So this one is stunned. Okay.
And his kneecap is shattered. Actually, I don't know how. Maybe it's more like his toe is shattered.
Yeah, because stone giants are.
If it's huge, it might be his kneecap. If it's gargantuan, then maybe his toe.
Stone giants are 18 feet tall. So, I mean,
you know what? Whatever.
In Neverwinter, a goblin is really happy for no particular reason.
Today is a good day. I don't know why.
I just got a really good feeling for some reason.
So there's a giant out there with a broken shin.
I feel like a hammer did it.
Okay. Kaw's unblunked, and they keep fireballing these stone giants. So
one's about to hurt.
Gonna throw a rock. 16 to hit.
Yup.
28 bludgeoning damage. And Tarbek, no, not even, no. I'm not going to insult anyone by telling you what that number is.
Wasn't even 20.
Cool, so that was exactly half my health.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Jeez.
Well.
Yeah, Kaw's one of our squishier members. Which is saying a lot because she's still a cleric. And has, like, medium armor.
Okay, so. Kaw pulls herself up and is clearly a little dazed from getting a boulder thrown at her. Let's see. And as she does, the blood from her wounds starts to form a mist above her.
Okay.
Navira, it is your turn. There is a stunned stone giant in front of you and a mind-controlled stone giant in front of you.
Okay, so the spell's description says that I have to use my action to maintain control of this fucker.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm I'm just gonna like take a quick detour in my mind to Kaw. Like, I don't like this, but we have bigger rocks to dodge. Oh, and mentally I tell the giant to hit his friend in the balls.
You aim for the balls.
Well, I mean, he has already been throwing boulders at us. Has he thrown more than 2?
Yeah.
Tarbek all of a sudden gets just incredibly uncomfortable.
I got hit with one of those.
So did Tarbek!
We all collectively have that.
Oh no!
Like,
Okay.
We'll be right back after these messages.
So Navira concentrates on her Crown of Madness. Kaw, it is your turn.
Cool. I'm about done with those fuckers at a distance, so I'm gonna put 2 extra charges into this fireball, and it's gonna deal a nice 10d6.
Okay. Both will fail their dex saves.
Get them right in the
Each
stones.
stop rolling 1.
If you're not in chat right now, you're missing out on some great rock solid puns.
hey.
Sorry, I'll try to be bolder in my humor from now on.
All right. Well, I kicked Dan off the chat.
It's a real shame these stone giants eat you.
Yeah. No, they rolled a 40 somehow.
Oh wow! Look, I got 2 natural 20s. Would you look at that?
That's 150 damage, Tarbek. I'm sorry, you're done.
I'm gonna start adding my d20s together.
Oh, like a D40.
Yeah, I think it's Conan. You roll 2d20 all the time, so you can have multiple successes and stuff. I'm just gonna start doing that.
That is 30 points of fire damage.
Okay, that will kill both of those stone giants.
That's a spicy fireball. Okay, let the records show I'm bad with these puns. I don't think I can even touch Soup. Hers are just
Would you
phenomenal.
say she's a real rock star?
She is a real rock
You
star.
know what? Everyone was warned. So, anything else on your turn, Kaw? Do you blinked?
Nope.
Okay. Stone Giant stunned. So I'm gonna... The mind control one goes first. It's advantage. Because of the stun. So that's a hit.
Murder your friend, murder your friend, murder your friend.
Yeah. Okay, and then... Let's see if the other one remains stunned. He does not. Okay, but it is Tarbek's turn.
That motherfucker's still alive?
Yeah, they had a lot of hit points.
Had, I hope.
He does not have a lot anymore, and you're mind controlling the one who has the most hit points.
Alright, I'm just gonna go for that other shin, and I got another 24.
Is a hit.
Okay. Big flaming hammer. Where is my other D8? There it is. Ooh, nice. That is 17 points of damage. Does it matter how much of that is fire damage?
Okay. No, because they're not resistant or anything. Okay, he's looking really, really bad. I forgot to say this on your turn, Kaw. You take 4 necrotic damage.
I cast second level healing word on Kaw.
Okay.
Yeah. She regains 10 hit points. Does that bring her back up above half?
Does it bring
I
you?
feel like that's...
Technically, yes.
Okay.
I am now only missing 20 hit points.
So the bloody mist fades.
Oh, thank goodness.
That was Tarbek's turn. Navira.
Okay, what is the state of the affairs?
Okay. So there is a stone giant in front of you that Tarbek is shinning. And he looks very, very bad. There is a stone giant that you are mind controlling who looks less bad, but you're mind controlling him. You would say that one has the most hit points left, for sure, because no one's really been attacking it for a while. So do with that information what you will. If you want to break your concentration and murder them.
No, we still got 2 stone giants left behind those guys.
Oh no, those two are dead.
Those 2 are dead?
Yeah, Kaw blew him up with a fireball.
Alright, well, no point in prolonging this. I come at that motherfucker with my sword.
Fireball.
So, let's go. Oh, fuck. That's a 12.
12's a miss.
Alright, well, that's a 22.
That's a hit.
Alright. The only thing I can do is first level Divine Smite.
Okay.
So, but it's an undead. So
It is an undead.
So I get extra. 1, 2, 3.
Prepare the "that's a lot of damage" memes.
2d6. Reroll. 2. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, so I have 10, 14, 17, 21. I think that's 34.
That's a lot of damage.
That is a lot of damage.
There we go.
That will kill that stone giant. So there is 1 left.
Deny if we can take the head of that one.
And it is Kaw's turn.
Meta, I can recharge that wand of fireballs using my magic ring.
Useful to know. Yeah, we're gonna cure wounds ourselves.
Okay.
And we blink.
Okay. There is 1 stone giant remaining.
How does the Crown of Madness work if there's no other bad dudes around?
Well,
I killed the one that had
Yeah.
Crown of Madness on it.
no, you didn't. You killed the other one.
Oh, alright, well. Yeah, well, Crown of Madness left him when I attacked, because I had to use my action.
Yeah, you have to use your action to force them to attack. I think technically he's still under it, but
Okay.
if
If I take damage, then I have to make a
Yeah.
save to keep concentration on it, but...
so let's
I
attack.
think he gets another save if one of us hits him.
Oh yeah, has
I
he
don't
been
know.
making his saves?
He has. He's been failing all of them.
Oh, jeez.
Tarbek, Your armor class is 22?
Yes.
Okay. He will hit you once.
Ouch.
For 19.
Oh, for 19?
He'll hit you once for a decent chunk of your HP.
Yeah.
That is... Okay, I'm down to 27, which I regret to inform you is definitely bloodied.
Okay. So a bloody mist appears above Tarbek.
That's not alright.
Okay. And it is your turn, Tarbek. So take 4 necrotic damage.
Meep. I don't know if I should try to heal this off or just go ham. I'm gonna try and heal it off. I'm gonna cast Cure...
Yep, and then I'll heal you on my turn if we want to do...
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds at 3rd level. I'm going full over... Wait, I had 3rd level spell slots this whole time. I completely forgot. I'm so sorry. And I'm paying for it because those rolls were not that great. Okay, so that is 14 points of healing.
Okay.
23 plus 14.
That's 37.
No, 23 plus 14, I think is... Oh, yeah, it is 37. Somewhere along the line, I did my math wrong. Anyways,
Are you still...
sure it's not? Are you sure it's not 41 or 20? Okay, no, I definitely did my math wrong somewhere along the way. 1 second. Sorry. Okay, so I was 27. Then I healed another 14, which brought me back up to 41.
You were... Oh, 27. I thought you said 23.
I made the mistake.
Okay.
Point is, I'm not bloodied anymore.
Okay. So the mist above you fades.
And, what the hell? I'll go spiritual. Do you mind if I attack your friend?
No.
Okay.
Friend seems like a strong word.
Me and the guy who's been throwing rocks at us, have at it.
Okay, I am going to, a spiritual weapon.
Also, I think if he gets hit, it doesn't affect him. It's if I get hit that the...
Oh, really? So
Yeah.
I can wail on him as much as I want? I guess he is mad right now. That is a 16. No, wait, it is a 18.
18 is a hit.
So that is, I forget how much spiritual weapon. I think it's 1d8 plus whiz. That's 7 points of damage.
Okay. Okey-doke. Navira, it is your turn.
Alright. Keep wearing this guy down. That's a 29.
That's... Wait. Yes.
I don't even think I can hit that high. Like, I if I roll a 20, I think I get a 27 at most.
I have a plus 10 to all my attack rolls. Alright,
Turns out martial class is really good at hitting things with weapons.
Alright, so that is 9, 13, 16, 20, 33 points of damage.
Okay, it's standing, but just barely.
Cool. I have a second
I
attack.
do have a
Second verse, same as the first.
Well, that's only a 16.
16 is a miss.
Oh well.
Stone
Navira
giant
is-
skin is just...
Nearly out of magic.
And Kaw.
I would like it to make a DC 10 wisdom save.
It will roll a natural 1.
It has the biggest smile on its face.
As it's bleeding out.
It's just
Now
chunks.
Kaw's just made this Play-Doh creepy. This big, bloodied, falling apart giant smiling its biggest grin in the middle of the Shadowfell.
Wait, this is Attack on Titan. You just made the Titan from Attack on Titan.
It's good to be home.
Okay. It will very clumsily take some swings at Tarbek and Navira and miss both of them. So it is Tarbek's turn.
By the way, not at all mad about using the turn on the Wand of Smiles. Completely warranted. All right, I'm gonna break some more kneecaps.
Okay.
That is I've been rolling 17, 17, 17 with this dice. That's another 24.
Okay, that's a hit.
And I realize I've actually not been adding my +1 to damage on this thing. I'll just start adding it from now on.
Yeah.
That is, pardon me, 10 plus 2 plus 1, 13 points of damage.
Destroys the last stone giants.
And he's real happy about it.
Dun, dun, dun.
And now that face will just remain frozen in this bog forever.
That's your mark on the Shadowfell. Congratulations, Kaw.
One of them.
Okay.
There's some
that's
backstory there I'm very afraid of.
So
Not really.
you all are standing in the bog. Your impromptu fan boat has been shattered around you, and the Vistani family comes back up to you and make sure asks if everyone is okay.
Ask again later.
Kind of.
Are we just gonna have to walk through the swamp?
One of the Vistani woman says it's not far to the Dead Man's Cross from here.
All right then.
Is there anything else that wants to kill us before we get there? Because I assure you
definitely.
that we cannot survive another battle.
She will kind of look around you and say, "It's the Shadowfell. Lots wants to kill us. What cause?"
Oh, well, yes, well, that's very helpful.
Yes.
Navira's gonna, start picking out whatever she could find to start building a shelter.
Oh, crap.
I don't know. I think we'd probably be better off forging onwards. Is it less than a day's, less than a couple hours?
Yeah, she'll say it's probably another hour's walk, and at the Dead Man's Cross is an inn.
Oh,
good.
thank goodness.
All right.
It's
We're
not run by
just gonna,
Shatter. It's not run by Shatterkai who like to steal faces, is it?
No. Can't do an Italian accent, so no.
I feel like that inn would not get up a lot of business.
At least not a lot of repeat customers.
No. You check in, but you never check out, but it's not for the reason why you think.
Turnover is very high among staff. Navira's gonna take one of her javelins and stick the hag's head through it. She's gonna do both of them and then just have them sticking out back.
Okay. Oh man, you're like a Lord of the Rings goblin or something.
I cast light on one of them.
It's a shine out of the eyes and mouth.
Oh, that's creepy.
Yeah. Okay.
Welcome to the Shadowfell, ladies and gentlemen.
Oddly enough, we fit in.
So, you all start walking. And indeed, about an hour later, you come across you leave the swamp, and As you do, you can see there is a road in front of you, and a short ways down the way is a crossroad. And at the center of the crossroad stands a grisly marker, a signpost adorned with an ancient corpse bound to its crosspieces. The constant abrasion of wind-blown dust has scoured clean the placards of the signpost and turned the body into a desiccated husk. The corpse's skin is as black as night and as hard as boiled leather. The lids of its eyes are stitched close, and its lips have pulled back around its teeth into a grin. Looks like that.
Oh, wow.
You know that grain alcohol from earlier that we got from the elves? Tarbek's just gonna pop that open and take a big old swig of it.
And as you approach, you can hear a bell peal 3 times. Then the figure on the crosspost will slowly raise its hand and point behind all of you. And suddenly a building appears in the swirling dust, one that surely hadn't been there a moment before. It stands 3 stories tall, and its 3 wings face into a great courtyard of cobblestone. On a dozen poles arranged about the courtyard, long black lanterns hang, each burning faintly with a blue light. Even though in the art it is depicted as purple.
You know what? I don't care how creepy this inn is. I need a fucking nap.
No, Kaw's already on her way in.
Never has Tarbek been so happy to see an inn.
Navira is gonna do something here that may be a bad idea, but like I feel like she would do. She's gonna take some of the hag's blood that's dripping from one of the heads. She's just gonna like put it on her hand and smear the figure with it.
Okay.
Just as a sign of like, I'm not fucking scared of you.
Okay.
And she's gonna turn on her heel and march into the inn.
It's kind of like when an animal is released back into the wild, they're revert to their instincts. I think you got some of Avernus coming back with Navira right now.
Yeah, she's in a hell plane. Like, it's not a plane of hell, but it is a hell plane. Things are terrible. Okay. Death is everywhere.
When do we get to go visit Tarbek's 100 children? That's gonna be fun, right?
As you all enter, the hall seems oddly festive for the Shadowfell. You would not say it's as festive as some taverns and fest halls you've been in the Forgotten Realms, but generally the atmosphere is cheerier here than it has been in other places. Scattered about, there are people here. You can see elves, mostly non-Shatterkai and no drow, but various other kinds of elves, lots of Vistani, a couple tieflings, some humans, some humans with a bunch of piercings all over them, which are 4-y Shatterkai, lizard folk, a couple dragonborn, goblins, shadow goblins, orcs, half-orcs. It's pretty busy. And as you do, there is a tiefling behind the counter who raises his hand and he says, "Welcome to the House of the Black Lanterns. Take a seat."
Tarbek will politely, rather than wipe his boots, he'll take off his boots, pour all of the mud out outside, put them back on, and then walk in.
Okay.
And sit down at whichever table is the most empty.
Okay.
Mira's not even bothering with the table. She's going right up to the dude and trying to find a room.
Yeah, so you walk up and like I said, he's a tiefling, red skin, wearing mostly black and gray clothes of like a Victorian style. And he adjusts his coat and he comes over to you and he says, "How can I help?"
We need a room. Like yesterday.
He'll look at you and say, "Oblivion Bog?"
How could you tell?
He'll say, "I'm sorry. Definitely get a room. How many do you want?"
I mean, let's get two. One for the three of us, and then one for the Vistani family.
Okay. He'll nod at you. He'll nod at your friends, and he'll nod at the Vistani.
Tarbek will add, and a wash tub, please.
I think that was self-explanatory.
Yes, yeah.
Navira is once again soggy.
He says, "I'll have one of the folk start to get your rooms together. Can I get you anything to drink or eat?"
Yes.
Yeah, they'll have whatever.
Okay. Whatever. Okay. He'll go behind into the kitchen area, and he'll bring out a couple mugs of hot cider and a hearty-looking stew with a big chunk of bread for everybody.
Question. I think Tarbek's probably had a time to survey the tavern. Any of the orcs, do they have anything that would indicate they're from, the north of Faerun, or like that area?
Looking around, you would say that they're probably actually like native to the Shadowfell.
Okay. Had to ask for backstory reasons.
You do see a couple, mostly the humans and maybe some of the elves that look like adventurers that might be from Toril and the Sword Coast, but a lot of the people seem either Shadowfell adjacent or lost here.
Gonna just pound back that grain alcohol.
Okay.
Not too much, though. Don't want to have a hangover.
And yeah, so he brings out ciders and stews and bread and hands them all to you. And comes back over to you, Navira, and starts his idle animation of polishing a cup. And he asks where you all are from and where you're headed to.
Well, I don't see how that's any of your business. As you can probably tell, we've been through some shit. And that's really all that matters.
He'll look at you and say, "Literally, it looks like, yes." Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to pry. Just wondering if I could help.
Oh, maybe you can. Let me look at my old notes. How far away from here to the Fortress of Memory?
He'll say, "Well, if you want to hoof it, it'll be a couple days, but I can get you pretty close."
You can get us close?
Yeah. This inn, it's complicated, but it can travel throughout the Shadowfell. I can get you pretty much to the doorstep.
Well, isn't that convenient?
Indeed. He'll lean back.
Sure. We'll take your little magic carpet ride.
He'll say, "That's great. Always happy to help outsiders here in the Plane of Shadow. It's, rough enough for people around here."
Well, that's not a sentiment that's commonly held by people other places.
We're all in this together, am I right?
I like this guy.
I don't know. Navira is real suspicious.
I'm just happy there's someone who doesn't try to kill us immediately.
Anyone who quotes High School Musical at me deserves to die.
Well,
Immediate red flag.
it's more red-green show to me, but sure. Keep your stick on the ice. I'm pulling for you. We're all in this together. He'll nod and he'll say, "Sorry about the High School Musical, the TV show, the musical, or whatever the hell's coming out."
The fact that both Navira and the Shadowfell bartender canonically know what High School Musical is sending me.
You wouldn't suspect it, but we do get cable in Avernus.
Yeah.
It's one of the perks of enlisting. Yeah, you have to pledge your soul to a bunch of bloodthirsty demons who have no regard for you as a person, but hey, at least you get the good channels.
Yeah, also, dental for some reason includes horns, so...
They're just a different kind of outside bone, just like your teeth.
Exactly.
Yeah. Hey, we've lost many a soul to miscarriage of horns.
They're like teeth, your forehead.
Jesus.
As you guys are all sitting nearby, a fight breaks out in the corner of the bar, and you can see a Goliath and a half-orc go to break it up and throw out the people who started the fight, and the tiefling bartender will nod at them, like good job, none of that here. And yeah, he'll turn back to you and he says, "You're gonna want that night's rest, though, right?" Like looking at you, he's like, "Yeah." He'll say, "Great. The rooms should be ready soon, and feel free to stick around, ask any questions, comments, concerns, poke around, do what you need. I'm here. My name has been a name, Yarrel.
Navira.
A pleasure."
Certainly has been. Vera's gonna look over her shoulder, see if she can make eye contact with the orc and the Goliath that broke up the fight.
Mm-hmm.
Just have just like an Armstrong and Curtis Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood strongman acknowledgement.
Okay, yeah.
Or a fun Predator moment. Tell me one of them is named Dylan.
The Goliath will nod, and the half-orc will kind of do like the Roman Klingon salute thing of like grabbing his and tapping his chest.
Navira has a lot of respect for Reapers.
Yeah. So let's see.
Tarbek, by the way, is probably going to spend like 2 hours tonight with his armor scrubbing kit. Just cleaning that till it shines to get the bog gunk off.
Be glad you don't have feathers. It's gonna take Kaw a while.
I mean, this beard is not gonna be easy either.
The Vistani family will come over to you, Kaw, and they will just start thanking you profusely and fawning over you a little bit and probably trying to help you polish your bangles and clean some muck out of your head feathers, hair. But yeah,
Kangoos.
So yes,
Vera is face down on the floor, asleep. Didn't even take her armor off or anything. She's just out.
You want me to clean? All right, I'll clean it tomorrow morning.
You can just like walk, sleeping, try to get like the backside.
Yeah, he'll take off a piece, clean it, put it back on, and do that for each individual piece.
You try to roll her over to get her chest off, and you can't.
It was just like door open, fell in, asleep.
I don't know. Tarbek has a strength of 14. Is that enough to get Navira up on her bed?
ooh,
Navira has a strength of 20.
Navira's like upwards of 200 pounds of just beef, I would imagine,
Yeah.
in full plate.
but yes, Tarbek can drag her close enough to the bed. Good enough. Put her
Just
up
like
there.
roll her under.
I'd help, but I used my enhance ability for the day, so...
Yeah, who needs one of those pull-out beds? You just roll her under the bed. It's fine.
I'm gonna take a pillow and a blanket though, and I will tuck her in gently.
What do you do with the hag heads? She still had those back. They're
The
still
hag
sticking
heads,
out.
the hag heads probably he will not touch, but they'll kind of look like they're lying next to her with the blanket on.
So that's the first thing she gets to see when she wakes up. Good.
Exactly.
She's seen worse.
She'll probably be happy to see them, honestly. And yeah, Tarbek is gonna, after meticulously scrubbing his armor and hanging it up to dry, go to sleep. It's probably the first time you've seen Tarbek without his armor, Kaw, and you've known him for a while.
Second time, and it's weird again.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
The time on the raft.
it did come up once before.
Mm.
Okay.
And Tarek will have a long, long nightmare.
No other kind in the Shadowfell.
We all just have one big collective nightmare.
Okay.
Either have nightmares, don't dream, or have something slightly prophetic.
You all get a long night's rest.
Wakes Navira up and she like sits up abruptly and hits her head on the bed. Except for every infernal curse that has ever existed.
Tarbek is like, in his sleep, he's like, no swearing at the dinner table.
Okay. After you all get a long rest, what would you like to do?
Kaw would like to have just like a more in-depth chat now that we're not trying to run away from hags or fighting, boulder giants. Just with the Vistani family.
Okay. Yeah. They can. they're more than happy to chat with you. They'll ask you where you're from around here.
Just kind of generally indicate, and then she'll actually have a thought, and we'll reach down into her chest, pull out from her chest her good divination bag that her grandmother made for her.
Mm-hmm.
See if that they'd sort of recognize that make or anything like that.
Let's see. Let me pull that up.
Made in.
Give him a check. The wife will nod and say the name Madame Lania. Is that how you say it, Jay?
Lania.
And he will kind of squint and nod and say, "Oh, yes. They'll say they are familiar, though they're not from the same area, but they are familiar. And they kind of look at you like, but you do not still live around here, kind of pointing to the two people you're traveling with as evidence.
My sources say no.
They'll kind of almost quizzically look at you and say, "Hey, why have you come back?"
Cannot predict now.
Fate works like that sometimes. But gesturing at your fine divination bag, I hope the stars are in your favor and your friends.
You may rely on it.
They will say that the Shadowfell is not a nice place, obviously, and
My
that
sources say no.
yeah, and that it is refreshing to see someone come out of here who it is not spoiled. Never change, Kaw. Never change.
We love our bird mom.
And they're gonna give you something. Hold on. I could have sworn it was in here. Hold, please.
Holding.
Here we go. Oh, that's where it's from. they will hand you a small cameo that the face on the front has been kind of etched and scratched away, but when you open it up, on the inside is a small portraiture of the family, and they ask if you would take that to remember them by.
Kaw's going to pull off one of her bangles and hand it back to them.
They will all look at it, nod, and starting with the little girl, we'll all go in for a hug of Kaw.
Yay, hugs.
Anything else?
No. Wish them well.
And they will do the same. They said they are going to stay away from the Oblivion Bog forever. Would anyone else like to do anything in the morning?
Eat breakfast.
Breakfast is served. And it's fairly plain but hearty. It's oatmeal, some fried eggs, a couple rashers of sausage or bacon, but it's filling and good enough.
Tarbek will, in addition to paying for the meal, he'll also, to pay for the services of teleportation, will give the innkeeper 8 gold pieces.
Okay.
I don't know if that will cover everything, how much this inn is worth.
So you got 2 rooms, 2 meals. That covers it, yes.
Alright.
I am also going to give him 2 silver because tip your bartenders, ladies and gentlemen.
He'll wink and finger crossbow and slide it into his pocket. And in the morning, he eventually announces to the bar, Fortress of Memories. Anybody? It's your stop, friends.
You do the voice that I hear on my commute.
Mind the gap
Stop
as you exit.
requested. Stop requested. Please watch your step. Fortress of Memories.
Wow, you're really good at that. Like, eerily so.
Fortress of Memories, Fortress of Memories. Next stop, Fortress of Memories.
Mind the gap as you exit the vehicle. We will, I'm okay to exit the vehicle. Is there anything else someone wants to do?
I will wait for the inn to come to a complete and total stop before exiting the inn.
Excellent. You listen to the safety blurb at the beginning.
All right, we've arrived at the Fortress of Memories. Your exits are here, here, and here.
In the event of an emergency, scream. It's the Shadowfell. Okay. So as you open the door, the shadows around you stir. Fog closes around the inn, and when it lifts, the bleak landscape of the Shadowfell has changed. You can tell you are in a mountainous area, and 2 mountain peaks surround a castle made of black ice.
Well then, looks like we're here. I'll extinguish all my fires.
God, the
That's a
people.
lot of fires.
Yeah. You gotta get like a fire extinguisher just to put Tarbek out. I feel like the people who have to do with this artifact that we're transporting have a real big black material fortresses.
Yeah.
First the Obsidian Citadel and now this black ice fortress.
Tarbek will check the case to make sure the tier is still there.
Yes.
Okay.
I could be a real jerk, but I won't be.
Tuck it back into the beard of holding.
Yep.
It's safest there because if anyone tries to steal it, their hand catches fire and they take 1d4 fire damage from target.
So, as you step out, you notice that Gayle has appeared behind you, and Gayle says, "Wait, what?" And a voice echoes.
Reply hazy, try again!
A voice echoes from the castle that just says, "It is fated."
Nope.
And that is where we will end the episode for this week.
Nope.
So, outros and plugs. Daniel.
First of all, that was a decent, Gayle, wait, what? Second of all, hi, I'm Daniel. You can catch me every other Sunday at Horrible Barovia time. You can catch me every other Wednesday here. And I believe one of the Mondays of every month is Stars Without Number on a Monday. I was sleepy. I'm sorry. I have to get up early for work.
Liz isn't here, but you can follow her on Twitter if you'd like. That's what she would say.
You should.
Jay.
Hi, I'm Jay. You can find me on Twitter at JayOrShoe if you would like. I have actually been working again and pretty decent about posting updates whenever I do manage to make it to the shop, which so far is just Saturdays. So yeah, if you want to see this thing that I'm working on, give me
Awesome. And Mira.
Hey, I'm Mira. I would like to plug the fact that when Andy does this, he makes us wait 2 weeks for the resolution. I know you all know, but, do you know? Anyway. You can follow me on Twitter, on Instagram, at Nerds. I haven't posted since July. I mean, I did have a really cool idea for a Navira art. But yeah, that's me.
Awesome. I'm Andy Hatton. I'm here a lot at Laughing Dragon, or at Laugh In Dragon on Twitter, Laughing Dragon In on Twitch. Check us out. We have lots of good quality content with awesome quality people.
Shucks.
This Monday is because Liz is still away. Will not be Phantom Horizons, so you just have to stare at me. But I'll be here doing something.
Cool.
And Wednesday is Star Chasers. We will have a guest. It's Ramrod Dude, Garrett. Will be playing an awesome character that Soup has made some art for, and he has created a really fun character who is actually similar to one of the characters on this stream, but inadvertently, and it's still different, and it's great.
Can we get a hint as to which one?
Sure. I'm trying to think. Let's just say it's the Paladin.
Oh dear.
But episode, 9-10 of Star Chasers, the second task of Manchun. That's not the final episode name. I'll think of a better one, but that's coming up. It's gonna be great. Stick around, everybody. It's a real shame that the Raven Queen has to kill Daniel.
Not Tarbek Daniel.
We thank him for his sacrifice.
Raven Queen's fall, Daniel dies.
Oh, yeah.
If we want to make it through the Shadowfell alive, did.
I mean, it was only a matter of time until one of us sacrificed themselves for the party.
Yeah. Have a great night, everybody.
I'm not here, I'm dead.
I heard a ghost.
Who was that?
Woo! Goodbye! See you next time! Woo!